Okay, hey, what's up, YouTube? It's me, Sparkytycoon. Actually, my real name's also interesting. This is my first video with voice, yay! And it's going to be a batch programming tutorial, just the basics. But before we start, I have this one friend I want to dedicate the video to, and I accidentally put w dot dot. I want to dedicate the video to Utaguna. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. So I want to dedicate the video to him because he's also making tutorials for computers and he's using C++, but I'm using Batch. He's actually using the Microsoft C++ program, which I have no idea how to do, so I will watch his videos too. But if you're getting into C++, I don't recommend you watch this video because it may confuse you. But if any reason you do still watch this video and you want to get into C++, check out this video. Download Notepad++. It's actually very good. It's better than Notepad, and I recommend it to all people who will ever get into computer programming. So, right here, Utaguna. Just, I'll let you get ready to spell that. I don't know why that popped up. Just look at that for a second. Okay. So, first let's open up a Notepad or Notepad C++. It doesn't matter. Notepad C++, just a quick introduction. You can set different languages. It's really cool because I'm using Batch and it'll highlight the cool commands. So echo off, see it highlights echo, telling you it's a command. So echo off just deletes the file directory. That it's simple as that. It won't show up as C documents or whatever. If you want a title for your batch program, you want to put Windows, or title, and then type in Windows batch majiggy. I don't know what to name it. And if you want to change the color, just type in color, and basically it's 2 digits. So I'm going to put 02, it'll make the text green and the background black. The 0 stands for black and the 2 is for green. Not going to get into too much detail for it though. Okay, so the first thing today is echo. Echo, what it does is just basically tells the program to output something. So I'm going to type in echo hello world in reference to the hello world app. But don't worry about that right now. Okay, hello world. And when it pops up, it'll just say hello world. But instead of it popping up and going down in an instant, you want to type in pause, which lets it pause for an infinite amount of time until the player presses any key. So let's test it. Save as. You have to save it as .bat. If you do not save it as .bat, it will not work. So I'm going to save it to desktop as .bat. Now I'm going to click on it, and it's going to say hello world. Now I'm going to hit the space. Listen. See, it goes away. Now I'll show you what it does when you don't have echo off. Save. And we'll turn it on. Now nobody wants that on there, right? Who wants the echo? Baloney. Okay, so always want the echo off. Okay, now if you want to make more than one thing, I recommend you always use close after everything. Unless you're not trying to get a neat thing or doing something specific. Close, what it does is just deletes this. Not from the file source, but just from displaying on the screen for that temporary time you caused it. I'm going to type in echo and I'm going to type in how are you today. Okay, that's basic. It's basic. Now, again, I'm going to use pause, but this time I'm going to go greater sign, whatever you want to call it, null. This, basically, what it does is just deletes it from saying press any key to continue. So we'll just save this, and we'll open it. Hello world, and I'm going to click space, and it's going to go to this. How are you today? Now, see, it didn't say press any key to continue. I still pressed it and it did the same thing, but without that extra thing. Now you saw what the close did too. it helps preventing clutter. Delete the close, and let's see what happens. Hello world. Now, wouldn't that be kind of hard to read once it gets stocked up to like 6 lines? Yeah, it would get pretty messy. So, I always recommend putting in the close. So, in other commands, say you want to help somebody get to a website, you would type in echo, do you want to go to Google? Now, I'm not going to teach you how to make actual commands right now, but I will just make a null command. So you, wait, Y, N, which means yes or no. You do pause, null, and then if you have other things, you would type in go to, but that'll be in the next tutorial vid. And you want to type in start and then the website name. You don't have to put HTTP, but I do just because it's proper in www.google.com. So that's that. When you run it, you'll just click any button with pause.null and then it'll start this. Quick example. Start. Hello world, how are you today? Do you want to go to Google? I'll just press Y for no reason. And it brings up Google in a new tab, which is very good. In case you accidentally do something, you don't just have Google overwrite your other page. So that's that. That's basic. That's just the basics of Batch. In the next video, we'll be teaching you how to make different commands and such, like go-tos and choices, and that's about it. This is Batch Made Easy by Sparkytycoon. See you next time. Doop doop doo.